Hey guys, what's going on? It's Joel, and today I'm bringing you a squad builder. This is the first episode of my new series. Basically, what happens is you give me a theme, say like I don't know, like French League or something like that, and yeah, that wasn't the best example, but I'll make a team about around whatever theme you want. Better example like Afro team, something like that. But just for the purposes of this first video, I'm gonna do the Ivory Coast just because I have all the players ready. Okay, so in goals we're going to have the only option really you can have in goals for the Ivory Coast, which is Copa. Now this guy, he's pretty good for a silver keeper. He's got 76 diving and 83 reflexes, and you don't really need much more in a goalkeeper, to be honest. And kicking don't really matter. Okay, right back we have, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. You can tell me how to pronounce it if you want in the comments. He's a decent player, 72 passing and 73 defending. Decent. Just for now until I can afford Demel. Okay, centre backs we're gonna have Kolo Toure. I'm sure you all know who he is, ex-Arsenal and current Man City player. And on the other side we're gonna have Sol Bamba. He's a pretty good player. Plays for Leicester City in the Championship. 74 pace, 75 defending, and 74 heading. He's pretty good defender. Okay, left back we're gonna have Tiene. Plays for Paris Saint-Germain, French league. He's got 77 pace, 77 passing, 72 dribbling, and 71 defending. So pretty much he's got pace, and he's good at defending. So what more do you need in your left and right backs? Okay, so here we're gonna have Yaya Toure. No, I put him in the wrong place, but yeah. We're going to have Yaya Toure there. He's got 77 pace, 74 shooting, 78 passing, 79 dribbling, 86 defending, and 81 heading. That makes him a pretty good player. And, I paid 40k for him. But, for me, that was worth the money because he's an absolute beast. Okay, here we have Sheikh Kyoto. Got 77 pace, 72 passing, 78 dribbling, 81 defending, and 72 heading. This midfield, it's not the most attacking, but, he can play some good balls and provide some extra cover for the defenders. And here we're gonna have Fi, I believe it's pronounced, I'm not too sure. So 71 pace and 75 defending, so he's also a bit of a rock in midfield. Okay. On right wing we're gonna have Max Gradle, plays for Saint Etienne. Links up nicely with Fi. So just for a bit of extra chemistry. And on the other side we're going to have, not left wing, he's going to be a right wing also. We are going to have, no, not Solomon Clue, we're going to have Javinho. Now, that's a pretty good player. 4-star skills, 91 pace, 87 dribbling, pretty all-round good player. Okay, moving up, moving up to striker. I can't afford Drogba as of yet, but I think Doomby is probably better, 4-star skills, 94 pace, 85 dribbling, and 77 shooting. That's pretty good stats. Okay, and I'll just add the bench quickly now. I'm not going to talk much about each of the players, but got Solomon Clue, decent. Bring him on occasionally. Next to Solomon Clue, we have. Let's just load up. We have Didier Conan. He's a pretty good player also. Moving on again. Just want to get through this quickly. We have Angan, another attacking option. Then we have Lassina Traore. He's not very good actually. I just have him because of his height. He's 6'8", so he's actually really shit in the air as well. He's not much good for anything. But he's from the Ivory Coast, so. And then we have Fromrich, 52 pace. Lets him down, but 70 dribbling, 75 shooting, and 84 passing. He probably a pretty good player, but I can't be bothered to change his formation, so he can not Valbuena. Dubai, next player, and finally we're gonna have Lolo. Yeah, and manager of the team we're gonna have this now. We're not gonna have the Swiss guy. We're gonna have Roberto Mancini. So basically, guys, it's a lot of fun to play with. Sadly in this episode there's going to be no gameplay because at the moment I only have a Dazzle, but let me know, if you don't mind just having some dazzle gameplay, you know, just to make the video a bit longer and more entertaining for you to watch, let me know. And basically, hope you like this video. Give it a like, give me some feedback, and thanks.